So we're going to try and scan a reflective piece of art. We got it offline. You can see I taped a picture of my little brother here onto the drum. You can see a line go close to the starting bottom right corner there. Put a piece of white tape on here so that we can calibrate to the white point. And then we're going to bring this to where we want our starting point to be. That's going to be our original point. We set it. I've already calibrated it because it takes a while. So we're going to go ahead and close the lid. Oh, we want to make sure, by the way, that it is set. We're going all the way out, and we're going to set this to, that's reflective, that's transparent. So we want, that would be transparent. Bringing that down, that's reflective, because we're doing a reflective piece of art. It's going to be facing out because it scans to there. You can open this and use this dial to get focus. I've already focused it. I'm going to go ahead and bring it back out. I'm going to stop it. A little more. And as we bring this around, you can see the artwork there. And we can really use this to focus it if it's not in focus, but it actually is in focus. So I'm going to bring it back to the origin point. We're going to, we don't need it that far off. Right there should be fine. I'm going to close it and bring the machine online. It is now online. I'm going to come over here to the Mac. We're going to fire up the scan software. We're going to make sure that reflective is set. I'm just going to do it at 1000 DPI and RGB. I'm going to grab this bottom corner here and take a large swath so we can see as much as we can. We're going to preview it. You can see now the drum is spinning and we are getting an image coming up on our preview of my goofy little brother with a fishing pole when he was like 8 years old or something. You can see the tape and everything. It's almost done. We're going to be able to zero in on the image that we want. It's taking a while, but it's scanning because we made the scan area so large. It's scanning the entire drum, which you asked how big it is. It's A4, which is larger than 8.5 by 11 by a little bit. We're going to select, using this tool, just the photo. We want just that. That's our preview. We'll close that. Let's see. On a pre-scan, spinning again on a much tighter area. The preview just supposed to be quick. Here's our pre-scan. And this should allow us to grab this, move it over here. Hopefully you can see this as I'm trying to work. Grab this bottom corner, zoom in because we just want the image, And we're actually going to go over here and scan at 1000 DPI. A reflective original. And here we go. This is the real scan. So again, you can do the preview for a quick one. You can do a pre-scan to zone in and crop, and then you do a scan, and you can see it's going much slower now. And over here, it's just starting to pull in image data from that reflective photo at 1000 dots per inch. We'll then be able to save it onto the drum scan drive, open it up in Photoshop, and rotate it, crop it, save it, color adjust it, and then export it. If this was a transparent original, we would obviously have that lever switched, and we would be not using the reflective checkbox, and we would have had to, instead of facing the thing out, we would have oil mounted it with some of this mounting oil, which is almost full. I've got a little thing of mounting oil, drum mounting oil. It's what they call anti-Newton oil, so it's anti-Newton ring oil, and this will keep you from getting the concentric circles of little rainbow effects in there. We are still, you see, you can adjust the speed, by the way, at how fast this thing scans. When you're scanning at like 5200 DPI, it's going to take a little bit of time, but if you want it true, no interpolation, high resolution, at 5200 DPI, it does take a while, but the results, like I said, will be fantastic. So there you go, you can see it spinning, and I probably should have done this at lower resolution just so the video wouldn't be so long, but I wanted to give you a nice preview of everything that it can do here. Just using the scanning software and the scanner. When you're done, we're obviously going to have to peel this original off. We want to hit function and take it offline, and do function and open. That will allow us to open the door, peel that off very gently. We don't use our fingernail, we don't want to scratch it. And then we're going to clean it. We use these lint-free cloths. I'm going to include an entire box of those. And you can wipe off the drum, the outside and the inside of the drum. You want to clean the inside of the drum and the outside each time you use it to make sure you've got a clean drum. So we are almost done with our 1000 DPI scan of my little brother fishing over here. All right, and then we will pull that into Photoshop and crop it, and we are good to go. You can see there's a process, a progress bar down here of how it's processing. When you're done, it's just going to be a matter of going and saving the image to the drive, and then we pull it up in Photoshop, rotate it, crop it. Assuming you know how to use Photoshop, there is a copy of Photoshop 4 on here, but if you have like CS5 or something on your better machine, you export it and you can deal with it a lot faster. But there it is, scanning away, almost done, and looks like we are very close to being done. Very, very close to being done. I can't really tell on this monitor because we're looking through a camera. And it is done. It says it is completed. The drum has stopped scanning. We can come over here and save as a TIFF in Photoshop 400% scale. It's automatically going to the drum scans. We'll call it Scott because that's my brother's name. And we save it for Mac, and it writes to TIFF relatively quickly. And I close that and quit. and go to the drum scans, and there is a brand new drum scan made at 11:41 p.m. tonight. And I can pop that open in Photoshop. Very old copy of Photoshop. And there we go. There's our image. We can rotate it clockwise. And crop it as needed. Well, I gotta remember how to do the controls in this old copy of Photoshop. And there we go. Cropped up. You can see it is RGB. It is running at 1000 DPI in Photoshop, 2.2 inches by 2.9 inches at 1000. It is completely uninterpolated data. So you can see the drum scanner picks up on freckles and individual hairs. It is incredibly detailed, especially for such an old photo. That was very blurry. But anyway, that's what you got. All right, hope that helps.